Shawn will lead it off on the left lane. Shawn starting out on the side. Shawn, a local bowler, as local can get. Not because he lives next door to the place, but when your mom is the general manager, you're pretty local.
And a long time GM.
Yeah. Recently hit 35 years with the Fairlanes AMF conglomerate. All right. Is this Duck Pin's forever debut for Luke Davis?
I feel like he was on during a team.
First singles debut, maybe?
Yeah.
What do we know about Luke Davis?
Pat Davis' brother.
We got it.
Oh,
Davis'
oh, great.
The tall.
I was hoping that I was right to say that was Mark Davis's kid.
Tall brother, a tall dad.
Yeah, and you're 5'10", they call you short.
Tough family.
Yeah, that's tough. But clearly he has persevered. He's made the bracket today. In the Masters, no less. Good time to start.
And if you watch these first two steps, that's Mark Davis. The setup at the beginning, the first two steps, I see a lot of Mark.
Let me see.
See the little dip?
No kidding. Yeah, no kidding. See if we get a bracket 9-pinner here. A little off the mark. Going to be a cleanup effort now for Luke. He's got 2 so far in the frame. All right, saves it a little bit. Luke 18 in the second. Early chance for Shawn to put foot to gas. And he'll count 7, not terrible. Leaves a 3-9-10.
Shawn, just a talented bowler. Talent off the charts.
Played the right side of the 3-pin. Is that where you would normally shoot here, or you go left side?
Right side for me.
Yeah, looks like he slipped on that ball, and 8 out will be just fine. He's got a 7-pin lead, 25-18. Quick adjustment to the footwear and a re-rack. This is lanes 27 and 28 of the world's biggest AMF Southwest. Shawn leaves a corner triangle using the ABC on the first ball, and that's a blue and white comet he's got in his hands there. Smells like money. Shawn says no, too thin.
The tricky triangle.
I could be wrong, but I think it is an ABC that he's throwing first. Collects the 10, he's got 35 in the third. Luke will step up on 28 now, hasn't marked yet. Had a errant first 2 shots in the second frame, see if he can dial it back in. He does. Bounces it, but it worked.
It's true.
Had to go in the right direction, and he got his first mark of the game. Had a chance to fill it fully and take the lead.
If I'm not mistaken,
good enough.
Luke has not bowled that many years.
Off the side, good fill.
Decent enough fill.
And our favorite thing in the whole world, Dave, we got and Chuck and everybody at home, we got a tie game. 35s. Gotta hold on. Takes it off the wall for the spare.
You never know on the outside.
Missed about 4 times.
We saw a number of those today just not go. I'm talking pretty heavy on the outside.
Right.
I missed it 3 times.
Shawn goes off the side, trips that head pin out on the flyback, leaves just a 2-pinner. Shawn can loft when he needs to, but overall balls into the lane very early. As you can see there. Still tied. 45 plus to 45 plus.
So I had a chance to bowl with Shawn's dad way back in the 90s. I'm really old. That's what it shows. But
Yeah, you're aging yourself, Chuck.
Yes, aging myself for sure. Bowl with his dad in the mid 90s. Different style, but threw the ball really hard.
All right. Spare fill on lane 27. A little difficulty with the footing there at the line. Might get that 9 to roll out. What do you think there? Stick or slip on that shot?
Looked like he slipped a little bit almost.
I will say, the divisions that we were bowling on our side were incredibly packy. It might be just more slippery.
Oh, yes, sir.
Wow. No slip on that one.
Except the slip slide of the 9 into the 10. Pretty much perfect right here. The nonchalant point. He knew he had it. Now see how Luke responds. On the side, also 8. So if he spares this, the game is still tied. Correction, it's 9. It's a late fall of the 8.
Changes the whole shot.
This is for the lead, and he's got it. So Luke Davis, a very lucky break there. A late trip of the 8-pin before the pin table made contact, and the 9 spare gives him a 1-pin lead, 64 to 63. Now he's working on 3 marks in a row. Make it 4. Fading away and pays the penalty for it.
Pays the full penalty for that. I like Luke's pace, though. Not a lot of wasted time. Just gets up there and does it. Can we get a spin?
I think it's too far behind, but going to preserve wood if nothing else. All right, it'll be a disappointing 2-on-9 out there for Luke. And kind of leaves the door open there for Shawn. See if he can capitalize on it.
Oh, second time.
Another 3-9-10. Yeah, coming in hot. I think it was just a little bit of a pull.
Oh, he tries on that inside that time.
Yeah, made contact this time.
I mean, for a good bowler, what would you say that shot is? One in every 12, 13 times maybe you make it?
1 in 25.
That much, you think, for even for like a really good bowler?
Yeah, I think there's certain things that make that a house-dependent variable as well. I can tell you at Mount Airy, a lot of times just people make that by chopping the 3-pin straight back. All over the pocket.
Really good ball there.
I get the roller.
That's,
nope. Shawn leaves 7. Got a 5-pin lead.
It seemed like a frequent Glenn Burney leave, too.
What?
It seemed like a Glenn Burney. You leave that a lot. With the
all over it. So with a 5-pin lead, Shawn tightens the screws a little bit and applies some meaningful pressure to Luke. All right. Luke's response is off the side, leaves the 1, 2, 8, 9. Have a couple options here. Can squeeze the head pin back, or you can play the wall shot. And pulls it left. Don't want to drop too many pins in wood here. Seven.
All right. Going to need a rebound here.
Yeah, now it's feeling like your back's up against the wall because you are now down 8 pins and a mark. It's basically a 2-mark game with 3 frames left. So
Yeah, you're going to need a mark here.
yeah, more color the box here. Interesting 8 count. Leaves the 1-5.
Feel like with Luke's ball, this is a tough
This
get.
is going to be a tough one. This is probably playing the wall on purpose here. Just a little outside. And missing again to the left. Luke with 90 in the 8th. Shawn already 90 in the 7th and on a count. Can have a good trip to the lanes here and just about lock this game up. Good ball, leaves a 5-9.
It's a really good 5-9 ball.
All over it. Shawn extends the lead now to 18 and a hit with 2 to go.
There's not a lot of wasted time in this match, but both of these bowlers get right up there.
It's a bit of a sprint. Pushing through. It's a 5 count for Shawn. Dave Jones minus the 7 pin. $10 here is more than okay because he's up 23 pins. What you don't want to do is get less than 7, which he won't. All right, Shawn takes 10. 123 in the 9th. And that basically means that Luke needs to throw a double at some point here to force Shawn to mark. Leaves the 1-4-10. Spare here isn't bad, but he would then need a double in the 10th to force Shawn to mark. Oh, excellent shot.
Converts it. That's replay word.
Yeah, I mean, you on shooting that side, you can't make it much better than that. Now, this ball must strike.
This has to be a strike.
And the ball half strike. And that's going to do it. Most he can shoot now is 126, and that isn't going to be enough. Open frame for Luke. Had a decent start after a iffy second frame, but some struggles there in the mid game while Shawn found his rhythm was the difference maker in this one. Luke finishing out with 115. Shawn leaves a 7. Open frame didn't really matter. Final score going to be Shawn 132 to Luke's 115.
Go ahead, stop.